Today we're gonna rank every single marriage candidate in Fields of Mistria, their romance and character development on a tier list from S to Z. S being the best and Z being the ones I will be side-eyeing. With the most recent update, we now have all marriage candidates revealed, which means we can properly romance every single one of them now. We're still capped at 8 hearts, but we can already judge them, and that's what I will do. This tier list will probably say a lot about me as a person, and I think not all of it is good. Yeah, some of you might be ready to open the comments to fight me, and I'm ready for that. But before we start, just a quick warning. This video will have some spoilers about the heart events and their development, as well as spoilers for the 2 secret marriage candidates. So if you didn't play the last update yet, this is your chance to escape. But if you're ready to judge fictional people with me, let's get into it. Starting with the poster girl herself, Celine. Okay, listen, Celine walks in looking like the most predictable, like sweet girl next door trope imaginable, and then the game goes, you know what, actually no, and throws it out the window. Because this girl is not just, I like flowers. No, my girl is out here doing science. Celine is actually very knowledgeable about plants, and it doesn't stop at, oh, she gardens as a hobby. No, she's scientific about it. The kind where even Juniper, Miss I hate everyone and everything, has to stop and acknowledge my girl. Celine is basically Mistria's biologist, so it goes way further than just liking flowers or gardening. Like, she's a nerd. And that's what makes Celine so good for me. She looks like she's going to be bland, like you expect her to just be this nice, supportive girl and that's it. You know, the one who is cute and too nice to be true, which she is, but she's not just that. The more you interact with her, the more layers you get. I really love how she's not just like a plant lover, she's a plant nerd. And can we talk about when she gets a little mad? Like, oh my god, excuse me? The Sunflower Girl has opinions? And she will express them? Yeah, she's not just sweet, she has a backbone, and that contrast makes her way more adorable. She didn't just meet my expectations, she completely grew past them. So for me, Celine is a high A tier, not quite S, but way above your average nice girl archetype. Next one, let's go with Balor. Balor. We have a Sailor Venus lookalike, we have a Sailor Uranus lookalike, and we also have a Howl lookalike. Yeah, I was sold for Balor from the trailers alone, and that's it. At the beginning, I thought he would be like a very shady character, and that actually made me even more interested in knowing more about him. And oh my god, my boy didn't disappoint. No, there's mystery, there's drama, there's that whole what is he hiding energy that keeps you hooked early on. But the game kinda clears up the misunderstandings like fairly quickly, which was kind of a bummer for me. Cause I like to suffer. But once you understand him, yeah, he becomes this surprisingly soft presence. Like the way he cares about Mistria, the way he treats you like you're something valuable, like you're one of his treasures. Yeah, that is very effective and very attractive. But this is where I get a little conflicted, because while everything about him is good, like his design, good, his personality, good, his dynamic with you, good, his story has drama, so also good. It just didn't hit me emotionally the way I expected. Like, I kept waiting for that moment where I go, oh my god, I need this man, you know? But it just never fully happens. Like, he's consistent, he's interesting, he's attractive, but compared to characters that make you feel insane, yeah, I think he plays it a bit too safe. Will I make a save to marry him? Absolutely. Will it be like a top priority? I think maybe not. So for me, Balor is a strong A tier. He's hot, he's mysterious, he's reliable, he's just missing that extra obsession factor for me. Next one, let's go with, okay, a red flag, Juniper. Juniper is unapologetically arrogant and keeps her true thoughts hidden while confidently acting like she's above everyone. Because she kinda is. And oh, Juniper, I need everyone to understand this. I was down bad for her before the game even released. Like, her design, her color palette, the constant look of disgust on her face. Yeah, I saw her once and went, yeah, that's my wife. But that's not enough for marriage, is it? So let's break her down. During the first updates, I was like, maybe Juniper won't grow that much. Maybe she will end up being just this arrogant girl and that's it. I didn't see a progress until the last updates. Yeah, I did not expect her to be actually one of the best written characters in the game. Yeah. Like, this is a farming sim. We are supposed to get like cute little arcs, simple development, cozy little stories, nothing crazy, nothing like wow. And while the game gives us just that, Juniper walks in with a bit more, like more layers, more complexity, more questionable morals. And she's not just this arrogant girl trope, she's more than that. And the craziest part is that her depth doesn't even stay locked behind her horror events. You keep discovering new sides of her through daily dialogue, interactions, little moments, and yes, she's confident, she's shady. She 100% thinks she is better than everyone, and she is, and she will not pretend otherwise, and I love that. Because as you get closer to her, she actually changes, but not in a I'm suddenly soft and I'm nice. Wait, no. She stays Juniper, but she lets you in, and when you start dating her, oh my god. The shift in how she treats you, that subtle softness in her own Juniper way, like, oh my god, Juniper is like top tier girl. She doesn't lose her identity to become romantic, she expands it. Also, can we talk about her lines? Because she is, like, without competition, the funniest character in the entire game. Like, her deliveries, her sass, her audacity, I was living for every single interaction, not just with you, with the others as well. So Juniper is S tier by far, not just S tier, the S tier. No discussion, no debate, no competition. That's my morally questionable wife, and I'm standing by her. And since we were talking about the red flag, I think now might be a good time to address the elephant in the room. Like, he's rude, he's emotionally constipated, and he tells you to leave him alone. So obviously, he's everyone's favorite. Yeah, Marge has most of the fandom in the stronghold. People thirst for him, people obsess over him, people want to fix him, and in the middle of the ocean of people that want him, I'm right there with them. I'm sorry, I tried to be different, but I failed. Yeah, actually no, I didn't I didn't even try, I must be honest. I was down hard, like, immediately. Because the thing is, his trope works. Marge is a full tsundere. No baby, he's just misunderstood. No, he is rude, he is cold, he tells you to go away. And we immediately think, oh, we can change him. And that's the magic of this trope. We actually can change him because... So yeah, it's very predictable. We know what's going to happen. We know he's going to warm up. We know he's going to catch feelings. But it doesn't make it any less satisfying. This trope works because it has growth. Every single time he softens, even just a little, I was giggling. I was kicking my feet, I was losing my composure because yeah, watching him go from leave me alone to you can stay, I guess, to don't go, it's delicious. But what really makes him stand out is that he's not just a tsundere for the sake of it. No, there's an actual reason and an actual explanation behind it. That intense need to prove himself worthy and capable, that fear of relying on others because it might make him look weak. And slowly through you, he learns to let that go. He learns that trusting someone doesn't make him lesser, it doesn't make him weak. And then, oh my god, you start dating him and the shift! He's still Marge, he's still flustered, he's still trying to act tough. But he doesn't need to keep the act anymore, not in front of you, not with you. He softens so much. He lets his guard down, he shows you constantly how much he cares, and the blushing moments, oh my god! Oh my god, like call him cute one time and he's done. Like he's flustered, he's broken, he's malfunctioning, and the best part, he doesn't hate it, he appreciates it. So of course, I tease him on a daily basis for it. He makes me feel like a teenager again and I'm not okay, I love him. So yeah, Marge is an S tier. Predictable? Yes. Effective? Absolutely. Him and Juniper have the best character development of this game and it's not even a joke. Okay, next one. Next one can be kind of controversial, so let's go with that. Why not? Reina. Okay, first of all, Reina is my baby girl. Like, really. She and Celine are my must-protect girlies. I love her. I love her appearance. I love her personality. I love the way she's always kind, sweet, adorable. Like, she's perfect. But as a marriage candidate, I don't know. Because unlike Celine, who starts as a stereotype and breaks out of it, Reina kind of just stays there. She's the true sweet girl next door of the game, and that's it. It's not bad, actually, my girl is really perfect. But I have a beef with her heart events. For me, her heart events are what made me, yeah, because her growth revolves around cooking. Like, her struggles, cooking. Her payoff, guess what? Also cooking. Yeah, at some point, I was like, haven't I seen this before? Because listen, why is there always a girl who cooks and ends up having her cooking evaluated? But before reaching that point, she struggles trying to decide on something fancy for the competition, but then decides to stay true to herself and her roots, and that ended up being the best outcome? Like, why is it always the same plot and the same ending? Like, I swear, I've lived this exact storyline in other farming sims already, like, very, very recently. If you've played Guardians of Azuma or Coral Island, you know what I'm talking about. And that's what makes me a bit frustrated, because Reina had so much potential. Like, she's perfect, she's lovable, charming, her design is gorgeous, and I am weak for thick girls. But she just doesn't get the depth or individuality she deserves, I think, for me. Particularly, like, she doesn't stand out, and that makes me sad because she could have been so much more. So for me, Reina is a B tier. She's still my baby girl, she's still getting protector, like, she's my bestie in the game, but girl, we need a new development for you. Yeah. Okay, since we were talking about perfect but missing something, yeah, let's go with Ryis now. And oh my god, Ryis! This man does something to my brain, like, I cannot fully explain it, but I love him. He has this softness, this quiet, gentle energy that really pulls you in, and what I really love about him is that it's very unexpected. You don't immediately assume he's going to be like that caring, that emotionally open, that vulnerable, but then he is, and it's beautiful. Like, the way he connects with nature, the way he expresses concern, the way his whole vibe is like this calm, safe, warm space. Like, he's the kind of character where the romance really feels like a slice of life moment. And during his heart events, I was swooning, like, I love a vulnerable man. But here comes my personal issue, where I think I might be broken, because even though he has nothing wrong, like no red flags, no toxicity, no emotional unavailability, I was like, okay, but where's the chaos? Where's the more? I think I wanted the red flags, the toxicity, and the emotional unavailability. Like, I want a little bit of, oh my god, this might be questionable, or this might be intriguing, because Ryis is perfect, and maybe that's why part of me didn't obsess over him as hard as I expected. I needed just a tiny bit more drama, just a sprinkle, a dash, a hint, But at least he doesn't fall into stereotypes. He feels genuine, soft, and thoughtfully written, like, especially like talking about his heart events. And that alone puts him high, so Ryis is an A tier for me. He's perfect, like, he's a perfect husband material, but he has no red flags, so it might be a soft but boring romance for me. I think I might have issues, but I really love him. But he also won't be one of my priorities, like, oh my god, yeah. Okay, next one. Yeah, I think this one is my most controversial of all. She's a 10, but she has more chemistry with others than with you. And I think you know that I'm talking about Valen. Yeah, oh my god, I need to start this by saying that Valen had me in a chokehold before the game even came out. Because if you grew up watching Sailor Moon, you already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was like, before the game released, I wanted all of them, honestly. But yeah, Valen had a reason. Sailor Uranus changed the life of many young girls back in the day. I mean, the gay and bi awakening that happened in masses was so real. And Valen is giving that. Like, mentally, I was already planning the wedding, but then things got weird. Valen ended up, unfortunately, being stuck in the stereotypical problem. And she's the biggest stereotypical problem in the game. She's a doctor, and that's all there is to her. And don't get me wrong, I love her personality. That dry humor, that slightly ironic tone she has sometimes. Oh my god, I eat that up. But when it comes to romance, it feels like it doesn't really evolve. Like, with us, she's basically Valen the doctor. While with Juniper, for example, she's like Valen, Juniper's wife. And they have so good chemistry together. Like, excuse me, but why am I the third wheel in my own farming sim? And that is something that's missing from her interactions with us during the hard events. I feel like they could have explored more who she is instead of making a doctor be her whole personality when interacting with us. I hate when they do this with characters, like this character is a doctor so they only speak about your health, or this character is a maid or a butler so they only speak about cleaning or taking care of their masters. Like, there's more to people than just their professions or passions. So I felt very disappointed with Valen in regards to us, because she was reading in a very interesting way, just not when interacting with us. But she has insane chemistry with Juniper, and like her interactions with others, especially like Hayden and Juniper, but even outside them, like the rest of the townspeople, especially during the Friday night at the inn scenes, it's top tier. And that's where I got really disappointed, because she is a good character, just not as a romance option and not that much with us, but more with the other characters. Yeah. And there's so much more to her than being a doctor. We just don't get to experience it the way we should. So Valen as a character, amazing. Valen as my wife, yeah, she's emotionally unavailable and flirting with Juniper, C tier. Yeah, that's it. If we had a option of having like poly marriages, and we could like marry Valen and Juniper, she wouldn't be a C tier. She would be a like S. Okay, let's move on. Since we mentioned Hayden, let's talk about Hayden now. Okay. This man, this is my type of man in real life. Like big build, older guy, looks like he could throw you across the room, which is nice. But in reality, he's actually just a giant teddy bear. Yeah, I am weak for this archetype. Like, there's something about a man who is big but is actually a soft, gentle, and a little bit dumb that it's, I don't know, sign me up. Hayden delivers that energy perfectly. But what truly sold me? Henrietta the chicken. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the way he treats her like she's his daughter, the way he listens to her, understands her, respects her feelings, and the fact that she runs his life, like she really has a chokehold on him. And I am obsessed. Like, I love their dynamic. I love her. I love him. Yeah, their dynamic is really one of the best in the entire game. It's so random, it's so funny, it's so weirdly wholesome. Like, yeah, this man is out there living a full single dad raising his child storyline, and the child is a chicken. Yeah, I ate that up. And his events, like, I had zero expectations going in, and somehow they ended up being like some of the most entertaining ones. No heavy drama, no angst, just pure chaotic, wholesome energy. It was so funny. And can we talk about how he's always at Valen's clinic for the dumbest reasons? Like, sir, you are built like a fortress. Why are you here for like such a dumb reason? Yeah, he really is just big body and no thoughts sometimes, and I love him for it. But when it comes to romance, this is where I might hesitate a bit, because his hard events give like best friend energy, older brother energy, I trust you with my life energy, but not I am romantically obsessed with you energy. When we're dating, yes, but yeah, when we're dating, that man loves you. But I wanted just a little more romance before reaching that point. Would I still marry him? Absolutely. No doubts. That is my man. But I do wish the romance hit just a tiny bit harder before getting into the dating phase. Yeah, Hayden is an A tier, top tier comfort character, elite husband material, just needed a little more romantic spice. Okay, now we have sister and brother. Okay, starting with Adeline. Adeline is that girl. Like, from the moment you meet her, she's giving powerful, responsible, I run this town actually energy. She's a total baddie, and I'm weak for that. She was honestly one of my strongest picks at the beginning of the game because I love a strong, independent baddie who has her life together and a clear purpose. And she delivers that, consistently. Maybe too consistently, because as I kept going through her heart events, I was waiting for that moment where we see something more, something messy, vulnerable, unexpected, and it just never really came. She stays a baddie, yes, a workaholic baddie, but it feels like she's stuck in that lane. Like, don't get me wrong, I adore her. She's admirable, reliable, and her dedication is very attractive. Like, I really love independent women. But when it comes to romance, I think I need a little more than sorry, I'm still working every single time. Compared to other characters who start opening up, changing or surprising you, Adeline feels a bit static. She's amazing, but the romance feels like it doesn't really evolve, you know? So for me, Adeline is a solid B tier. An icon? Absolutely. My wife? I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Not a priority. And now, Eiland. I don't know. I will call him Eiland, okay? Oh my god, this one hurts a little because on paper, he should be perfect for me. I love characters who are passionate. I love when someone just starts rambling about the things they care about. Like, yes, please tell me everything. I'm listening. I'm invested. And Eiland has that. He's driven, he's curious, he's deeply connected to his interests, but for some reason, it just didn't really click. It feels like his character is constantly being pulled by the main story. Like, instead of his heart events being about him, they feel like they exist to set up something bigger, to move the plot forward, to prepare for the finale. And because of that, he loses a bit of his individuality. Like, it still makes sense, like it makes sense to the plot, like, but I felt like he started feeling less like a romance option and more like a story device, which is really such a shame because you can see the potential. There are moments where he feels interesting, where you're like, oh, there's something more here, but it never fully develops the way it should. Like, I love the interactions we have between him and Juniper, but it's because of Juniper, you know? So for me, he kind of gives me Valen energy, like interesting character, good concept, but underwhelming as a marriage candidate. And compared to other candidates who either grow, surprise, or again, emotionally hook you, Eiland feels flat, just like Adeline. Not bad, just he's memorable for me, like from his looks, like I love his design, but his romance is not. So Eiland for me is a B tier. He's good in theory, important in the story, he's just missing that something more. Okay, we're now about to talk about the secret marriage candidates. One of them you probably already know who it is, like he's one of the most, if not the most, popular character in the game, so that one's not really a surprise anymore. But the other one was added in last month's update, so there's a chance you might still be going in blind, waiting for that reveal in your own gameplay. And since I respect that, I'm saving that one for last, okay? Okay, you're safe for now. Okay, starting then with Caldarus. Let's just get out of this way. If I can romance a dragon, I will romance the dragon. That's it, that's the standard for me, that's the bar, S tier, done, goodbye. Caldarus is not just haha a hot dragon. No, he's actually more. He is hot dragon, but he's actually one of the most precious characters in this entire game. And that contrast, like, it's insane because let's be very clear. This man is a dragon. A powerful ancient being, a literal force of nature. He could destroy you in 1 second. He could gobble you up instantly in his dragon form with absolutely no effort. which I wouldn't mind. And then you meet him in human form and he's like soft, gentle, shy, emotionally vulnerable. Like, excuse me, why is the apex predator acting like he needs to be protected? And don't even get me started on the baking. Like, this man, this dragon, decides to bake for you. And what happens? Burnt cookies, half-read dishes, absolute kitchen disasters. And he's like, oh, I tried. Sir, oh, I am in love with you. I will eat dirt for you if you serve me. So yeah, the duality of powerful mythical being and awkward, soft, trying his best boyfriend is everything. And what makes it even better is how much he really cares. Even before anyone knows who he is, he's watching over the town, protecting people, learning about them, caring from a distance. And then with you, you become his safe place, the person he opens up to, the person he feels less alone with. And that hits hard. Like, it's not just the romance. This is emotional bonding with a being who has spent who knows how long isolated from everyone else. And hello? He literally gave up his dragon form to save you. He was never human before you. Do you understand the weight of that? Like, I'm sorry, it's over. It feels like destined. It feels like soulmates. You know, pack it up. No one is competing with that level of devotion. Also, Juniper being excited to meet this powerful entity and then immediately going, this is him. After he served her his disaster dishes, like, I was crying. So yeah, Caldarus is high S tier, not just S tier. It's I will protect him, marry him, and defend him every time tier. Like, this is my man. Definitive. Like, this is my man. Yeah. But let's talk about the last one. The last one, okay? Okay. Are you ready for this one? Because I wasn't. No. Seridia. Okay, Seridia. She's an ancient evil queen who wanted to conquer the world, and I said, yes ma'am, conquer my life first. I need everyone to understand something. I was not prepared for Seridia, like, at all. I was thinking that the priestess was going to be like the marriage candidate, like we all thought she was going to be the marriage candidate, and turns out that Seridia was using like the priestess appearance to bamboozle you. And I mean, how do you introduce a character this late in the game and then she just casually becomes the best character? Like, and I say this as someone who was fully committed to Caldarus. I thought that was it. I was locked in, final answer, and then Seridia shows up and goes, move. And I did, happily, because she is everything. Let's break it down. Former queen, ancient being, ridiculously powerful, low-key evil, and just like Caldarus, a dragon. Okay, Seridia knows she's superior, she acts like she's superior, and she's right. She has that presence, that I could destroy everything if I wanted to, but I'm choosing not to energy, you know? I love great characters like her, like characters who aren't fully good, who have that darkness in them, who made mistakes, who did questionable things, but that are now choosing a different path. And Seridia, yeah, she embodies that perfectly. She's not pretending to be nice, she's not trying to be humble, she knows she's powerful, she knows she's important, she is the it girl, the queen, the final boss, but she's still trying to be better, to learn from those mistakes, to learn that it's possible to be loved and admired for who she is, rather than what she can do or provide with her powers. Oh my god. Yeah, like her 8-heart event, like the confess event was, I was gone. And can we talk about her design? Because, oh my god, she is hands down one of the most gorgeous characters I have ever seen in a farming sim. The outfits, the ornaments, the witchy dark aesthetic, the fangs in her clothes, like, and she's tall and she's thick. I'm sorry. I think I lost all critical thinking skills here. She's not a character. She is an experience. But to be fair, I guess, her development does feel a bit rushed. Like, she really ran from, I will conquer the world. And then we said, what if you didn't? And she went, okay. Girl, I needed a little more struggle, something to really sell that transition. But even without that, I don't care. I love her. Like, her interactions with Juniper, iconic. Her beef with Caldarus, it's delicious. And her presence overall is unmatched. She doesn't just join the cast, she dominates it for me. So Seridia is not an S tier. No, it's not. Oh my god, I think I will need to create a whole new category just for her. Like, above everyone else. Hold on a sec. My queen, there. Okay, that's where I stand. I can't believe someone not only surpassed Juniper, but Caldarus as well. Oh, and March. Like, why did you have to make her so good and so hot? Like, yeah. I feel like this tier list really says a lot about me as a person. Like, the fact that my top picks are a morally questionable sorceress, an emotionally constipated blacksmith, a literal dragon, and an evil queen who could step on me and I would say thank you. Yeah, we're not unpacking that today. I think I might have issues with fictional characters, but honestly, I am okay with that. But I want to know about you. Who are your favorites? Who are you planning on marrying? And more importantly, what are your most controversial takes? Because I know some of you may want to defend your favorites, and I respect that. So go ahead, fight me in the comments. I think it would be nice to have other perspectives on these characters. So with that, go for it, stay hydrated, and remember, life is too short to not romance the questionable characters. See you in the next harvest. Bye bye!